Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call the Public Hearing Committee meeting for December 2nd, 2025 to order.
Thank you, Chair Huffman. So we have one of those procedural issues that we're dealing with today. Since Councillor Very is the Deputy Mayor and he's attending virtually, he can't chair. We know the Mayor is not going to be attend, at least for the start of the meeting, because of an appointment and a conflict that she has right now with her schedule. So Councillor Huffman, as the alternate Deputy Mayor, will take the chair, but the first order of business would be to waive our procedural requirement of 15 minutes until either the Mayor or the Deputy Mayor attend. So I would ask that Council or the committee consider waiving the 15-minute waiting period.
Okay, and the motion, we have motion by member or Councillor Vanden Rishi, seconded by Councillor Michelli. All those in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Okay, I would like to welcome all members and guests to the December 2nd, 2025 Public Hearing Committee meeting. I would like to remind everyone that our meetings are web streamed. Please ensure that your phones are on silent mode. For those attending virtually, please mute yourself when not speaking. When called upon to speak, please turn your camera on and unmute yourself. Staff in attendance, please use the Microsoft Teams raise hand feature to be called upon and to remove it after speaking. I now call the December 2nd, 2025 Public Hearing Committee to order. Roll call. We are just short one member, and that is Mayor Martin, who has a conflict, and Councillor Very, I'm used to saying member from the Police Services Board, sorry, and Councillor Very is attending virtually. Disclosure of pecuniary interests. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest? Seeing none. Approval of agenda changes to the agenda. Committee has the agenda before them. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented? Moved by Councillor Brunton, seconded by Councillor Columbus. All in favor? And that is carried. I now officially open the public meeting authorized to be held under the Municipal Act, the Planning Act, and County Policy. Please be advised that under the Ontario Planning Act, as amended by the province, only specified persons and public bodies as defined in the Planning Act may appeal a decision of Norfolk County to the Ontario Land Tribunal. Third parties or anyone who is not a specified person or public body do not have the right to appeal a decision to the Ontario Land Tribunal. However, to preserve the ability to be a party to any appeal to the Ontario Land Tribunal, third parties or general members of the public are required to make comments or provide written submissions. These meetings are to allow oral and written comments as input to decisions on specific development applications. The file before us is ZNPL 2025309 Springview Farms CDS-25-101. Alicia Cull, Manager of Planning Services, will present the report.
Thank you. Through the chair. This is a proposal for two zoning bylaw amendment applications, so I will present them concurrently. If I can figure out how to go to the next slide. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay, my apologies. So the subject lands include two parcels on the east side of Culver Road, totaling 34.81 hectares, and one parcel on the west side with an area of 23.13 hectares. The lands are in the geographic township of Townsend and contain the Springview Farm Golf Course as the retained lands, and the subject lands are actually just agricultural lands. The agent has noted an error in their planning justification report regarding the lot area that was identified, and it was asked that I just clarify that the lands outlined in the staff report are correct. The subject lands are designated primary agricultural in the official plan and primarily zoned agricultural in the zoning bylaw. The intent of these applications is to recognize 3 undersized lots which were created through consent applications heard at the November Committee of Adjustment meeting. A dwelling is proposed to be removed as a permitted use on one of the parcels as well. No concerns have been raised so far through the circulation, and no public comments have been received. Staff recommend that this report be received for information, and a recommendation report will be brought to council for consideration for a decision in the near future. Thank you.
Are there any questions of the committee on the report? Okay. So, seeing no questions, the recommendation is that staff report CDS-25-101 for development application ZNPL 2025308 and ZNPL 2025309 be received for information, and that any comments received as part of the statutory public meeting be considered in a future recommendation staff report. Is there anyone in the chambers who wishes to speak to this report? No? Is there anyone online who wishes to speak to this report? Seeing none, does someone wish to move the staff recommendation? Councillor Van Passen, seconder. Councillor Columbus, all in favor? And that motion is carried. Adjournment. Councillor Van Passen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to say that the Committee of Adjustment dealt with applications related to this. These are just conditions of that application to allow them to proceed. And I do appreciate staff that brought it very quickly because, you know, there's no point in putting other people's lives on hold. And if we have to sit here for 10 minutes to let them move on with the paperwork, we should do that. So I appreciate that staff brought it forward, and I appreciate council showed up for this.
Thank you, staff, and thank you, council. And with that, could I get a motion to adjourn at 3:07? Member Michelli, or Councillor Michelli, and seconded by Councillor Brenton. All those in favor? And that motion is carried. Thank you very much, and everybody have a great day.